something a little bit different we got today.
Yep. Got 2 brand new limited edition Kala Tenor Guitars. An affordable option for someone looking for a tenor guitar, being that tenor guitars in general are very unique and kind of old school instrument that kind of fell out of style. So anyone that wants one, either's got to shell out money for a vintage Gibson or Martin, or find one, just hunt for one. It's like a pirate hunt.
Yeah. So. Not a lot of them being made. The ones that we have closest to are some of the Ponos that we use, but those are basically baritones.
Those are still tuned to baritone.
Yeah, and a lot of people, matter of fact, when we did a search online for some tenor guitar chords, a lot of them tuned it like a baritone, which is not what we did here. So thankfully Kala included this little card.
Make sure not to confuse people.
Card here with the tuning. So we got C as a low string, G, D, and A. Now another way to think of that is everything's tuned in fifths, right? If you want to think of it that way. This is actually similar to what a mandolin is tuned to as far as in fifths, even though mandolin tuning is slightly different, the notes they use, but the same tuning. And it's kind of cool if you're a guitar player. It's almost like the shapes that you're using can be very similar to, if you think of the bottom 4 strings of the guitar, which is 6, 5, 4, and 3, but then you're just playing it kind of backwards in some of these shapes. So that's how we got by playing it. But what these are is a little bit of a bigger body than a normal baritone ukulele. Spruce top, laminate mahogany sides and back. You have a 21.5-inch scale length. But what's interesting about these, it gets really narrow.
Yes, it does. Very, very narrow.
Actually, 1 3/16 here. Which,
like you mentioned with the Ponos, the big Ponos have that kind of very narrow neck.
Shorter, yeah. Now, the other thing about these is these are meant to have steel strings.
Yes.
So that's kind of one difference between when you think of a baritone ukulele versus an actual tenor guitar is having those steel strings. Which gives it a kind of a little, and I was playing with the pick when I was strumming, and Chris was just strumming. So you can hear the difference between a little bit more bite when you have a pick. But overall, something we've been getting calls a little bit more on lately. I think people are just interested in, once you dive into the world of guitars or ukulele, and then you're interested in like, what else can I play? I can play mandolin or banjo, or in this case, tenor guitar. Let's do that other thing you were working on. Yeah, I mean, these are brand new out of the box, so a little bit of tuning here and there, but very, very cool instruments. Limited edition on these Kalas.
Solid spruce top, mahogany laminate back and sides.
Yeah, very, very cool. Affordable. Comes with a gig bag too, actually, which is kind of cool. But the Kala Tenor Guitars available
at terracottamusicstore.com.